So after you came to the U.S., you said your perceptions changed, right?
Yeah.
So when you went back to China, how did you see China? And did you have any aspirations for how China would change in the future?
I think that China in 1970s, I independently think we need a change. We need a change. You know, everything, a lot of things we need to change. And I'm very glad. A few years later, you know, China start change. Open the country to study, you know, a lot of things. So look at today, China. After 30 years, they changed a lot.
Yeah, it certainly has. Now when you go to China, there's a McDonald's and Starbucks around every corner. So now that...
Go to America, you see everything made in China.
And jumping from America back to China, how do you think China will change in the next 10 years, 20 years?
We talk about now? From now?
In the future.
I'm not a professor. I'm not a fortune teller to know in the future. But I think the economy still grow up very fast. And I try to share my life experiences with teenagers. Say, I always think of the balance. The hard work, like a computer. We need to study a lot from the Western culture to build out the system. You know, everything, the system is very important. You know, build out a lot of things. But the software, Chinese culture, we still need to understand our great culture. Something still need to keep it. Maybe repackaged, but still used in the 21st century. In this software, you know, we need to learn something, but we need to keep something. That's I believe, you know, it's very important. I'm worried about it now a little bit. You know, in China, you see the buildings everywhere. You see a lot of things, the technology, everything. Maybe some technology is better than States. 2 years behind, ahead. But I'm a little bit worried about the software. Right? It's something we need to keep it, and that's our culture. Like, for example, if China economy very strong, but on the other hand, we need to take the responsibility to the world. You know, not just the economy, we need to show our love. Show our something to the neighbor countries, to the world. That's why I started this foundation, just try to do something software and to share with the teenagers.
Two things. MIT, you heard that comment about software? And two, could you actually tell us more about the One Foundation? A lot of students at MIT are really involved in international development and would love to hear about it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think 10 years ago, I start thinking about this. I think every human being, wherever you're growing in different culture, different countries, everybody just want to make a happiness. You know, try to do something, become happy. But what kind of thing to protect the happiness? Like you have power, money, and be famous. We think that can protect us. But I'm not great about it, but I'm pretty good. 10 years ago, I got a 3, but I still think about it, have a lot of trouble there. The suffering. I think about it, you know, and then I studied how to make a happiness. And I learned something, Buddhism. And because I figured out, you know, 2,500 years ago, there have one princess. He have power. He in the future he's the king. So he have rich. The whole country is him. So he's have name, princess. So he got everything, but he still cannot control the happiness. He's still suffering because he still will getting old. Maybe his wife, his son will die before, die earlier than him. So a lot of things will happen. Then he figured out, spent a few years, spent the idea to discover the universe and the person everything. So he find a way to make a happiness. So I need to figure out that. I'm learning that. Then I start think about it, and I understand, slightly understand. The problem is the self-center and self. 怎么说？是太自私了。Yeah， 就是太自我，太自私，中私了。Ego, everything, my. So that caused the problem. You know, now I slightly changed. Then I started a foundation in China, in the States, and then 2008 I started in Hong Kong. But I'm not brave enough. I'm just still hiding, do foundation. 2004, my family and I in the Christmas went to Maldives in vacation. So tsunami come. So in the last moment, the water comes here. I hold my daughter and the babysitter.
What's your wife?
You know, with my younger daughter, you know, took them out.